Hey everyone, this is Gardiner with Blackwell Realty Group, and today I have a good topic for you about trees and how they add value to your home and issues they can cause if you don't inspect them properly. Thanks for joining the channel. Most home shoppers, when they're looking for a house, love it when they can find a mature neighborhood with mature trees. They don't have to do that long process of planting new trees and waiting 10 to 15 years for them to grow. Along with that beauty comes the complications. Some trees, if they're older, they can have limbs that can fall onto your car, onto your roof. So it's good when you do decide to make an offer on a home like that, maybe go the extra mile and get an inspection by a professional arborist. Falling trees and flying branches cause millions of dollars worth of damage every year across the United States. So when you see that perfect home with those trees, overhanging the yard, it's good to know what those trees are doing to the house, if they're close to power lines, where the root system's going, if it's close to your foundation. So keep that in mind when you tour that home with large, beautiful trees. A few things to pay attention to is first, cracks in the limbs. These can show weakness and they can start to be the beginning of other decay. A lot of times you'll see in some of these older trees like a hollowed out, decayed area. That's another sign of weakness, and it's a good idea to call on a professional or maybe get rid of the tree. Another sign is if mushrooms are growing from the trunk of the tree. That's a sign that there's decay in the trunk and it's probably time to get rid of it. Like I mentioned before, limbs close to power lines. In a big windstorm, that can cause a lot of damage. It can pull down power lines. It happens every once in a while and we hear those horror stories. So if your tree has limbs close to power lines, get them pruned. Also, trees that look one-sided, say they're leaning a lot to one side, there's got to be something wrong. Maybe some amateur trimmer did a horrible job and hacked up the tree. Call in the professional, see if it's worth salvaging. If they can, they probably can. If not, it's probably a better idea to take the tree out than risk it falling on a house or a vehicle. The best way to keep your tree trouble-free is to prune it every year. And when you do prune, don't take the branch all the way back to the trunk. That weakens the tree and can help cause infection or decay. So you want, to leave a little nub, a couple inches. The other important thing is to make sure you're not over pruning the tree. I think I've done it before. You get in the mode, oh man, this is easy. I'm almost professional, and you just start pruning that tree, cutting it way too far back, further weakening the tree. If you do decide to buy a home with a very large tree, it might be a wise decision to get it inspected. As I mentioned earlier, an arborist will probably come out and inspect the tree for $30 to $50. I know in Salt Lake City, they have an arborist program and they'll take care of trees that are along the park strip. So if you have a question, you can probably call them as another resource. To wrap this up, just remember, keep them trimmed. They're beautiful. They're an asset to your house, but they can also be a liability. So you want to make sure you're using them right, you're taking care of the trees, and they can last a long time. Thanks again for watching this video. If you want further content, feel free to hit me up about what you'd like to learn about, and I'm happy to share it with you. Thanks again.